going to put the washer now into diagnostic, but before we do that, we're going to put it into drain and spin. So putting the washer into drain and spin, we'll check the door lock just to make sure that the door lock is working. When the door lock is working, the washer will go into drain and spin. Sometimes the door lock will fail or intermittently work, and customer will state that the washer does not complete the cycle, clothes are still wet, and the reason for that is because the door lock during the normal wash does not actually complete the cycle because the door lock did not engage. So the washer did not engage into drain or spin. Sometimes it will drain, but it will not initiate the spin cycle. So we're going to put it in diagnostic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the code that the customer was having. I put it in diagnostic to verify what the customer was saying because I checked it and everything was fine. So this is where diagnostic comes in handy. Now to remove the cover, you do have 3 screws back there, and then you want to pull the top forward and lift. Now when you lift it, be careful not to go all the way up. You want to verify that the tabs in the back are holding the cover. Otherwise the top will just slide and it will damage it, that tab. Those clips, you can use your finger or you can use the pliers or a channel lock, squeeze and push. You do need to remove the console before you can remove the switch wire. All right, so it's time to remove the switch. Pretty straightforward. Go ahead and put your hand under your drill so you don't drop those screws, your T15. Now, pretty much you can just drop the switch into the tub and go ahead and lay the machine down. You'll have to go up top. Now, you can also go ahead and insert your new switch wire and put it on so that once you lower, all you're going to be doing now is connecting and you're done. So go ahead and connect your new switch. Put your hand underneath just in case you drop those screws. Don't over tighten. I'm using power drill, but you can use the manual. It's safer. You can insert your switch wire through that hole. And those are just tabs. You just pull and they snap right into place. All right, let's set this top down. Now, quick tip here, guys. I know I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you're having some issues getting your top raised, go ahead and lift the back. Once you've removed the screws, lift the back and push it forward and slowly work it up until you get the front up. Sometimes they get caught or get stuck. Now, another important tip here, make sure you fully insert your connector. Otherwise, you will get a false reading or you will get an error message. I think it's something to do with a stuck keypad. So if you do run into that, be mindful of that. So fully insert it. All right, so we are going to lower the lid once we get the old one out, and we're going to clear or get rid of any old error message that were stored. That's your last tab or clip you need to insert to secure the bottom of the door switch. And it's a good practice to delete or remove any old error message. And the idea behind that is if a new tech or someone is checking the machine, sometimes they could be confused by having different codes. So the message is still there. You're going to press and hold. There you go. One more time. Beautiful. All right, guys. That's how you do that. Thanks for watching.